Alright, from the phone with the flash on, so the color might be a little off. It's been a while since my last update. Sorry guys, I've had a lot going on, opening a new business. Anyway, um, I've talked a lot about the EXI, about the clones. As you remember, I put a post on about the turnigy mini MEMS gyro, which is right there. And it is a rock solid gyro. I did upgrade this. I think my last post was I upgraded this to a shaft drive from a belt drive. Large difference. You don't have the tension from the belt to the gears. A lot smoother, which is everything I said before. I believe I did the little, turn test where you can see my hand and how freely the rotor works. It is nice. When I upgraded this, I had problems with the gyro. Not really with the gyro. What it was, I assumed because of the less tension and the smoother tail that the gain on the gyro was actually too high. I was either doing a good wag or a hunt all the time, or I'd turn it down on the radio with the trim I had set for the gyro trim, and then it wasn't tracking right when I would do my punch outs. Three things with that. The blades I had on it were causing more vibration. I noticed when I had it hovering right in front of me, I noticed that you could see a good amount of vibration in the tail when it was in midair here. I changed the blades. There was a lot of slop from this to my blade change. I mean, as you can see, there's a little bit of movement. All of them have it, but the other one had a lot of slop in it. Changed that. Tightened it up a little bit. I do have a dual push slider coming in. Should be in next week. Went in on the gyro with the program box, turned the gyro gain down, then reset it on my radio, trimmed it out. It's perfect in 3D and in hover flight on punch outs. It's back to rock solid. I was a little concerned with that. Other than that, this does have the 520 servo and the MG65s. They're higher end servos. Ice controller, which I'm still, that's an ice 50 in there. I'm sold on ice. I have no problems. They work flawlessly. I would experiment with some generic speed controllers, but since I did have one catch on fire doing 3D, I've decided that's probably not for me. I know I've set out to do this on a budget for people. One I was working on, yes, that is a fast orange receiver. All I'm doing is playing with it. I don't care. These are MG90S servos. For the tail, I have a blue arrow. It's supposed to be a decent digital. It will work with the GA250, which is a decent MEMS for cheap. This motor, a bunch of people recommend it as a cheap Exceed motor. Got it because it was like $6. Gonna replace it with that one, which was about $8. That is a 2415 6-turn. It's about a 4400 kV. Everybody says it's a rocket. It has built-in cooling fans, as you can see right there. What's there to say? This one. This is one of the EXIs they had on sale. It is all carbon, everything. The only difference is it was a $50 kit. Of course, it was belt drive, and the head on it is not the Pro head. It is the SE2 head. I flew this head on my Pro, which the frames are Pro frames. This head is rock solid. It is smooth. I mean, I can't complain about it. It's a little easier to get the Pro parts to work on the head than it is to get the SE parts right now. I just ordered a bunch in bulk off eBay. No big deal. I'll probably change the head out later if I start having parts problems. Tail wise, this is belt. I do have several belt drive tails laying around. There's another one. That's actually the nice Pro belt drive that all the clones offer. I really like that belt drive. I'm ordering shaft drives. I'm probably going to go all shaft drive now that I got a place to actually land and take off. As I said before, I did make a pad. I just wanted to do a small update on the gyro. If you get the turnigy and you're having problems with it hunting or wagging a lot, you might turn your gains down and just gradually raise them up. That's what I had to do. I had to get some of the vibration out of the tail. Like I said, with a belt, it wasn't a big deal. It was rock solid from the go. I've had some people complain about this gyro, and if you have a shaft drive, I have noticed shafts are more tuned to vibration. They come with one bearing, usually located somewhere between here and here in the shaft. Ideally, you want it in the middle. When you get it, you might take it apart and make sure where it's at. Now, if it's resonating from the shaft spinning in there, you can try moving it up or down the shaft just a little bit. When I say a little bit, I mean maybe a ½ inch at a time till you find the sweet spot. What I've actually done is I ordered 2 bearings, and I got one here and one here. So I've got, it takes out a lot of the vibration. Make sure your tail blades are balanced. I put these on a balancer, and these were balanced out. So that's the ones I went with. Because the vibration in this shaft tail, with it being so free, gear-wise and everything, it seems like it makes your gyro more susceptible to things. So just keep an eye on that. If you get a slightly bent shaft in here or something, and I mean slightly, if it looks like it might be but you can't tell, replace it. You can see my little piece I made going through the hole and down. This is so when it's on the ground, there's no way that the blades are going to stick to the ground. I'm going to go with some 500 skids, and that'll get me up high enough I never have to worry about it again. But again, that's just one of those things. These skids are not the one-piece Pro skids that Align has. These are the EXI skids, and they do have the single piece, but these are the actual skids with the pipes. These are actually maybe a centimeter and a half higher than the one piece. I like these better. They're a little more durable, and you do have the rubber stops on them you can put on them. That's it for now. Oh, one other thing I did do, which I'm pretty sure I had these on before, but carbon graphite paddles, hey, if it makes it respond quicker, I'm all up for it. So that'll be it for now. If you have any questions, if you need some help, message me. I'll try to get back to you as fast as I can. Thank you.